Hello guys, I'm Mr. Scoops, and I just want to say thank you for watching what is my first ever YouTube video. I have done a bit of streaming before, but YouTube is entirely new to me, so it's going to be a bit of an adventure. Now we're going to be playing the new Resident Evil 4 remake. They've just added the Mercenaries mode, which is exactly as much fun as it was in the old one. It's a really good time killer, and it's pretty grindy. Overall, I quite like it. On the Mercenaries mode, we've got 4 playable characters. They are Leon, Louise, Krauser, and Hunk. There's 3 maps to play. The first one, and probably the most popular one, is the village. That is from the intro to the main game. You've got the castle level, and you also have the island. So I'm going to be starting off playing Hunk, who I think is my favourite of all the Mercenaries characters. He's really well suited to getting a good score in the game, and he's a bit of a survivor. So he starts off with just the one weapon. It's an MP5, but it is heavily modified. It's got a 60 round magazine, which is really handy. It's got good damage and a very quick rate of fire. The reload speed does leave a little bit to be desired, but it's manageable. Alongside that, he has 220 rounds of SMG ammo, which is very handy. A lot more ammo than some of the characters start with. He has a first aid spray, and he has 3 standard frag grenades. Now, alongside that, Hunk has 2 very powerful abilities. The first is his Mayhem mode, and in Mayhem mode he gains unlimited ammo. That means that you don't have to reload the gun, it will fire indefinitely while Mayhem mode lasts. And it doesn't actually use any of your reserve ammo, so you can go to town really on any enemy you choose. This stacks very well with his unique melee attack, which is arguably pretty broken. Essentially what this does is any enemy that you manage to stun, whether that's a normal Ganado, Dr. Salvador, the Bella Sisters, pretty much any mini boss, he can instantly kill them. He just sort of walks over and expresses his displeasure at their presence. Despite this, Hunk does have a couple of downsides. So the first one, although he does have a lot of ammo, it doesn't last very long. If you find yourself fighting 1 or 2 mini bosses or just a horde of Ganados, he's going to burn through that ammo really quickly, often a lot faster than you can replenish it. Now the enemies in Mercenaries mode, they do drop ammo, but not every enemy is going to. And it's not always convenient to go and pick that ammo up. You want to really keep moving in Mercenaries, so you can't really afford to stand there and wait the few seconds it takes for the ammo drop to spawn. Alongside that, Hunk has a really weak knifing potential. I think the weakest melee, or the weakest knife attack of any of the playable characters in Mercenaries. As you can see, he actually only has a boot knife, which has very poor damage, really poor range, and his attack speed with it is very slow. Essentially, if you find yourself down to the knife, it's pretty much GG by that point. So with Mercenaries, you're going to want to keep your combo modifier going. Ideally, you want all 150 kills, which will trigger the end of Mercenaries. You want them to be back to back, so that you get the highest multiplier you can for that. And the S++ rank is, I believe, 1 million points or more, which is quite tricky. You can't really afford to make any mistakes. So we're going to start things off with Hunk on the village, and I'm going to jump straight into the gameplay.
Begin. ¡Agarradlo! ¡Seguidle! ¿Dónde está? ¡A los demás! ¡Cogedlo! ¡Ahí está! Puedes correr, pero no te puedes esconder. ¡Encontradlo!
arriba.